Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm out here in what we call the red shed. I'm doing baggies for the girls, and I'll show you that process. Beautiful Saturday morning before Easter 2025. Girls are over there enjoying their hay bale. Wind was horrible yesterday, so everything's a little dirty. But anyway, I wanted to show you all, I don't know if anybody's interested, but what we do to feed the girls their supplements. So I feed Tribute Essential K with fly control. It's a ration balancer. And main reason why we feed it is because of Rose's thyroid issue and to get her thyroid medications into her. So it's a pelleted. They just come out with a new formula. It doesn't have any molasses in it, which is even better for her thyroid and metabolic issues. So what I do is I've got 28 bags per girl. They'll have their letters of the name. I'm already done Trudy and Abby's. And I've got Misty and Rose's over here together. But everybody gets a little blue scoop of blue salt in addition to their Essential K. So I've already done all the salt in the baggies. It's just easier if I do the whole thing. Misty, Trudy, and Abby get let's see if I can do this here, a 4-ounce scoop of Essential K. Now I know that's not what the recommended feeding rate is, but that's what I do because it's just a little extra, makes them feel good. So I can't do this. Okay, so I got the camera set up here so maybe you can actually see what I'm doing. Might be backwards, but there's Misty's bag with the salt in it and a scoop, and then I just put it in her bin. Like I said, I've got about 28 bags per girl, so I only have to do this once a month. So usually takes me an hour or so. Just depends on how fast I do it, but so it's basically just, like I said, I do all the salt first because everybody gets salt, and then everybody gets the Essential K, and then Rose gets a couple more added supplements to hers. So let me finish up Misty's, and I will show you then what I add to Rose's. Okay, so I'm ready to start on Rose's. So Rose has a thyroid issue as well as equine metabolic syndrome, which just means basically she's a diabetic mule. So as crazy as it is, she's actually done really well. We do blood work on her at least once a year to see what her thyroid levels are. And if we need to, then we adjust her medications. So I call her my special girl, but she's really a sweetheart. And, you know, as long as you can manage it with diet, I really don't think there's too much of an issue. So Rose is on Thyroid L. It's basically synthetic thyroid to help manage her weight. And then she also gets a supplement called Chasteberry. And this helps to regulate her blood sugar as well. It's got lots of benefits. You know, a lot of people use it for different things, but we found that it works really good for her. She's been on it, you know, ever since we've had her and even before we got her. But like I said, we do check her blood work at least once a year to make sure that she's doing well. So hers is just a little bit different. She still gets the Essential K, but she gets a little bit more just because I need a little bit more for the Thyroid L to stick to, so that she eats it really well. And she actually does really well. She's not a picky eater. She'll eat just about anything, which is also a problem. So we just have to watch her diet and maintain it. So with her, she gets 8 ounces of the Essential K. So I just give her 2 scoops. Like I said, her salt's already in there. So I'll go through and put all 28 scoops of the Essential K. And then right now, her dose of the Thyroid L is a level tablespoon. So I have it in my little bucket here. And I just have a tablespoon measure and I level it off to make sure that she's getting the correct amount. And that goes in there. And then she gets 1 scoop of the chasteberry as well. So, and it's just a little scoop of pellets, and she eats it no problem. So I will fill hers up, and then we are good to go. And then when I come back, I will show you one other little trick that I have found, because Trudy is my picky eater, and if we change anything, she refuses to eat it. So I'll show you a little trick that I've learned that works well for both her and Rose. And Rose is just to help her entice to make sure that she finishes all of her meds. See you in a minute. Okay, so here's Rose's baggie all made up. So you can see the Thyroid L. Thyroid L it's a powder. So there's her bin's all full. And then of course Misty's is up top. Hers is lighter, so I have it up top. But those are all filled up. Let me show you my little trick for getting them to eat. Now this is just a bucket that I have, but what I have in it is peppermint candies. And every once in a while I eat one in here too. But what I do with peppermint candies is I take my lovely coffee grinder, and this is just for barn use only. As you can tell, it's pretty well used, but I used to use it to crush up antibiotic, SMZs, that type of thing. And then I take, and I have this it's an old Butte container with the scoop in it. Let me see if I can open it here one-handed. So what I do is I crush it up, and then I've got this little 1 gram scoop that came with the Butte. And Trudy and Rose, when I pour their baggies in their buckets, they each get the heaping scoop or so in with it. And then I have just some water with a little, I think it's a 30 ml scoop. Rose gets 2 scoops of water, and Trudy gets a half a scoop, and then we mix it up and put it out, and they eat it really well. So Sand Aid, I've tried this many different times. The only one that will eat it is Misty. So I don't even bother anymore. I just use it for storage. But that's what we feed the mules, and my feed room is all full of dirt because the wind's been blowing. So hope you all enjoy. I hope you all have a happy Easter and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.